Bank is people focused because that's the secret to great success. And bank is profit driven because we want you to be more successful financially than ever before. Type yes in the chat box if you would like to learn how to make more money. Type yes in the chat box if you would like to learn how to make more money. Okay, this is very important because making more money allows you to have many options in life. And it's okay to make more money. Good people do good things with money. So we want you to be very successful. And I want to share with you my story. I didn't start off as very successful. I started off at the very bottom of not successful. And I want to show you my income. 20 years ago, before I learned the bank system, I started off in sales and I was working for a company making only commission. My first year, my total income was $700 for the entire year. I was terrible. And I decided I did not want to quit. I wanted to follow my dreams. And so I wanted to learn everything I could about how to be great in business and great in sales. So I read good books. I listened to audio programs. I watched videos. I attended seminars. I attended webinars. And I even hired coaches and trainers to help me get better. And I did get better. My income went from $700 to $72,000. Now, the company said that I was doing a great job. They gave me an important title and they sent me on a few trips. But the funny thing is, I didn't feel successful. I was $30,000 in credit card debt. I was renting an apartment. I could not buy a home. And I was driving a broken BMW, playing the fake it till you make it game. So I was very frustrated. And I don't know if any of you can relate where you're working very hard, 60 to 80 hours a week, but not experiencing financial success. I wanted to make over $100,000 a year minimum. And maybe in my biggest dreams, I wanted to make 7 figures a year, over $1 million a year. And it felt impossible. And it was at this moment where I felt like maybe something was broken. Maybe it was me that was broken. Maybe I'm not good for sales or business. Maybe it was the system that was broken. The good news is I found out it wasn't me. It was the system. The system kept telling me that sales was a numbers game. The system kept telling me to go for no. And I said, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard. I want to learn how to go for yes. So I took a few moments to figure out what was broken. And when I found it, I discovered a missing link. And that missing link was one of the greatest discoveries in the history of sales. That missing link is a word called bank. Now, once I started to use the bank system, my income skyrocketed. In one single year, my income went from $72,000 to over $500,000. The best news is I went from working 60 to 80 hours a week to working 20 to 30 hours a week, earning 7 times the income. Now, if you would like to experience these results, I want you to type into the chat box 7X. Type into the chat box 7X if you would like to see your income go up 7 times in the next 12 months by learning these principles. Type 7X into the chat box. Thank you. Within 3 years, as I continued to use bank in my business every single day, my income went to over $1 million. So my entire life changed. By 33 years old, I was making millions of dollars. I started to get published in magazines. Here in this picture, I'm in the magazine and they show my income at 2.9 million. Now, this was a lot of money for me and it made many, many dreams come true. And at that moment, I became very passionate about teaching other people how to succeed also. And I started teaching people how to use the bank system so that they could create extraordinary results. And many people that I trained started to make more money than they've ever made before. And that is why I'm very happy to partner with Success Factory with leaders like Mario and Hugo and Andrea and many great leaders to teach them this system so that you can change your life. Now, as I started to teach, I started getting invited to speak with some of the world's most influential people. People like Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, Les Brown, motivational speaker, and even the billionaire Sir Richard Branson. And they wanted me to come speak because of the power of the bank system. They wanted me to teach it to all of their customers. And so it began to change many lives. I also got invited to speak at Harvard University. This was an amazing honor because they really loved what I taught with bank. And also San Francisco State University in California wanted to do a formal study on bank. They wanted to see if what I had created with the bank system, if it was scientifically validated and did it work. They published our company's first research paper, and they shared that bank does work. As a matter of fact, it can predict buying behavior. Not only that, I wrote the book, Why They Buy. I think in Spanish, maybe it's called Por qué te compran, something like that. Why They Buy. And I revealed what makes a person say yes versus a person say no. And this is so much more important than any sales training you could ever learn. It's not about learning how to sell. It's about understanding why your customers buy. Why do they say yes instead of no? And bank was revealed as the only methodology in the world scientifically validated to predict the buying behavior of your customer in less than 90 seconds. So what you are about to learn is how to understand how to get to yes in less than 90 seconds. And this is very, very powerful. Now, Albert Einstein says any fool can complicate things, but it takes a genius to simplify them. What I want to show you is the fastest, easiest way to make more money by learning how to get to yes instead of no. Now, the reason this works is because it's based in science. The type of science is personality science. Now, this idea is thousands of years old. I did not invent it. It dates back to Hippocrates, the father of medicine. And what he discovered was that he could take the entire human race, divide you into 4 different groups, and each group was so different one from another that he could treat them with medicine differently, just based on which group they were in. He called it the theory of the 4 temperaments. Now, when you fast forward to today's modern world, there's been hundreds of personality type assessments that have been created. Each one of them is designed to help you understand more about yourself. Now, millions of people have taken these assessments. You probably have taken an assessment. I've taken an assessment. And in the beginning, when I took these assessments, I was fascinated with what I learned about myself. But my fascination turned into frustration when I realized not one single one of these assessments ever made me more money. Not one of them ever helped me close more sales. Not one of them ever helped me get a yes instead of a no with my customer. And I thought to myself, why do we take these assessments if they don't help me make more money, if they don't impact the bottom line? And then I had an idea, and I said, wait a minute. If there's 4 different types of personalities, I wonder if they make buying decisions differently. I wonder if what makes one person say yes makes another person say no. And that was the idea for bank. So I found the missing link, and I called it BANK. BANK is an acronym: blueprint, action, nurturing, and knowledge. These were the 4 personality types, but rearranged based in buying behavior. As a matter of fact, people ask me all the time, what is the difference with bank and every other personality assessment? And it's very simple. Every other assessment is based in psychology, whereas bank is the first in the world based in biology, spelled B-U-Y-ology, the science of buying behavior. This became a revolutionary idea. And using bank, you can predict buying behavior with your customers in less than 90 seconds. And this was very powerful. Now, what we teach you is how to crack the personality code and take it to the bank. I want to explain what it means to crack the code. When you crack the code, what that means is you're going to unlock secret information. And I use this picture on the screen. This is called a cryptex. Cryptex is a combination of two words. Cryptology, which is the science of locking up secret information, and codex, which is the written script or scroll that's locked inside the device. It was made famous in the movie The Da Vinci Code. Now, what was locked inside this device, if you could successfully crack the code, the device would open up and you would get access to a piece of paper. What was written on that piece of paper was the secret to the Holy Grail. The whole plot of the movie was to figure out what is the secret to the Holy Grail. And there was only one way to find out. You had to crack the code. So the challenge is this little device was booby trapped. Think of it like a ticking time bomb, because the piece of paper was wrapped around a fragile little vial of vinegar. And if you crack the code incorrectly, you'd crack that vial of vinegar. The vinegar would leak out, dissolve the writing on the paper, leaving you with nothing. So the analogy I like to use in business is I want you to imagine from this point forward that every single person you talk to for your business, whether you're in Success Factory, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in financial services or any type of business, every single person has an invisible cryptex. And I want you to imagine if what was locked inside was a piece of paper that told you exactly what to say in your presentation to your customer to get a yes instead of a no. Now, I want you to type the word yes in the chat box if you want to crack the code and if you want to know exactly what to say to every single customer to get a yes instead of a no. Type yes into the chat box. Okay, so it's very important to get a yes from your customer instead of a no. But the problem is, how many times have you tried to get a yes and you've gotten a no? Because you spoke the wrong code to your customer, you cracked the vial of vinegar in this example, and you lost the possibility of closing the sale. So you don't want to do that anymore because that is a very expensive mistake. And the bank system taught me how to avoid this mistake every single time. And it made it so much easier to get the yes, to close the sale, and to get paid, which means take it to the bank. Now, Tony Robbins says, let your prospect determine your presentation. So I said, okay, if there's 4 different types of people, I should have 4 presentations. But how many do most people have? 1. And that is the most common mistake you're making. You're saying the wrong thing to most people. Now, in this example, if you can imagine the 4 personality types, whichever one is your dominant personality type, if you happen to talk to the same personality type, your match, chances are you're going to get a yes instead of a no. And that's really important. But for those of you that realized I was saying the wrong thing to the other 3 personality types. And that meant that 3 out of 4 people were getting the wrong message from me. That meant that I was losing 75% of my business opportunities by getting the no instead of the yes. And this is a very expensive mistake. How expensive is it? I want you to take your last year's income. Take your last year's income and multiply it times 3. So whatever money you earned last year, multiply it times 3. And now I want you to think about that bigger number, the 3 times number. That is the amount of money you potentially lost last year not knowing this science. That is the amount of money you lost last year not knowing this science. So if you would like to make that money and you want to take it home to you, to your bank account, type yes in the chat box. Type yes in the chat box if you want to take that money home to you. Okay, for those of you that say yes, I want to take that money home, the secret to that is using bank. Now, the research proves it. There was a study that wanted to prove if it matters who your customers buy from with personality types. And here's what they published. They said only 18% of buyers will buy from a salesperson who does not match their personality type. Only 18% versus 82% when personality types are aligned. So this proved that it's very important that you match the personality type of your customer when you're communicating to them about your products and services, okay? So bank is going to help you get 300% better at creating a match. And if you want to use this example, I want to show you how this works. Each of the 4 personality types are so different one from another. It's like they speak a different language. So let's say that the person on the blue block, the B, let's say that person speaks English. If I speak to someone who speaks English, it's easy for me to close the sale, no problem. I get a yes. But what about when I speak to someone that doesn't speak English? Let's say that they only speak Spanish. Yo no hablo español. And so if I can't communicate to that person in Spanish, then I'm not going to get the sale. If I can speak Spanish and I say, hola, ¿qué pasa? And I speak Spanish, that person will understand me. And now I'm 100% more influential. I can speak to 2 different people instead of just 1. Same thing when you meet the yellow, the nurturing, the N. If that person doesn't speak English and they don't speak Spanish, let's say that person speaks French. Well, if I can communicate to them in French, I can be very powerful and I can close the sale. So I need to learn how to communicate to that person like I'm speaking French. I say, bonjour, je m'appelle Cheri, j'avais été en France pour 3 ans quand j'étais petite, enchantée. Now, if you don't speak French, you don't understand anything I said. Just like when your customer hears you speaking to them, if you're not speaking to them in their matching personality type, they don't understand anything you said. They might smile, but they don't buy. So in this case, I'm now 200% more influential. So when I talk to the 4th personality type, the green block with the K, let's say they don't speak English, they don't speak Spanish, they don't speak French. They speak Korean, the other side of the world. But let's say that person is so important for your business. Let's say that person is Mario. Can you imagine what it would be like to have Mario in your business selling for you, with you? It would be amazing. And what if all you had to do to recruit Mario to your business was get a yes? And let's say Mario speaks Korean. So what's important about the bank system is it will teach you how to speak the right language to your customer, not a foreign language, but the right personality language. If I were to speak Korean, I would say, 안녕하세요, 나는 한국말 조금 밖에 못해요. Again, if you don't understand it, neither does your customer when you speak their own code. So in this case, if I can communicate in all 4 codes of the personality types, I become 300% more influential. Now, I want you to type into the chat box 300% if you want to get better at communicating in all 4 codes. If you want to become 300% better, type 300% in the chat box. Perfecto. So now I've introduced you to the secret. I've shared with you the science. Now I want to show you the system. The system is designed to save yourself time, energy, and money. Everybody wants to save time, energy, and money. So I want to show you the bank system, and I'm going to introduce you to each one of the 4 personality types, and I'm going to teach you a little bit about how they work together. The B in bank stands for blueprint. I use the color blue because a blueprint person is colder to approach. They're not so warm and friendly, okay? They're also very conservative, and if you look at the picture, there's a little box. A blueprint is inside the box, meaning that they don't like to take risks. Well, there's a reason. A blueprint person has values, and those values are driving their behavior, including their buying behavior. Their values are determining whether or not they say yes or no. So if you look here on the screen, you can see that they have these values: stability, structure, systems, planning, processes, predictability, responsibility, duty, rules, credentials, titles, tradition. This personality type, for example, if you have a business appointment with them and you show up 10 minutes late, you could lose the deal. How do I know? It happened to me. I was going to meet with a customer. They told me to meet them for lunch and to bring the contract so that they could sign it and I would get paid. I showed up to the appointment 10 minutes late. I apologized for being late. And as I handed him the contract to sign, his hands went up like this and he said, "Wait, I don't want to do business with you any longer." I was in shock. I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you were late, you disrespected my time. If this is the way you treat me before you have my money, imagine how I think you'll treat me once you have it." Wow, what a big lesson. I lost out on thousands of dollars of income that day, and I lost the lifetime value of my customer. I lost all of the referrals that he would have given me simply because I was late 10 minutes with a blueprint. That's how powerful the bank system is, to know that you're getting ready to meet with a blueprint and exactly what to do to get the yes and avoid the no. So for those of you that want to study it more, these are the types of things that you will learn, what to do and how to do it. I want to share with you a success story. This is Shelly, and she's a blueprint. Now, Shelly was very conservative and didn't think she needed any sales training, but she realized maybe sales training could make her better, even though she was in sales for more than 20 years. She bought the bank training and started to use it, and she couldn't believe the results she started to get. In her first 30 days, she earned an extra $18,000 in income by simply using bank with her clients to close more sales. So bank works for blueprints. Now let me show you the action. The next part of the bank system is A for action. Notice I switched to the color red. The action personality type is your mover, shaker, millionaire maker. They act like they just drank Red Bull for breakfast. They go really fast, and they love VIP treatment. Think of the red color carpet. They're nothing like the blueprint that's inside the box. The action personality type is outside the box. Why? Because they have completely different values. An action personality type values things like freedom, flexibility, spontaneity, action, opportunity, excitement, attention, stimulation, competition, winning, having fun. And they care all about their image. So the action personality type, they might say no to you based on what clothes you wore to the appointment, based on the car you drive, based on the watch you wear. Action personality types want to do business with the best. And if you don't come across as the best, chances are they don't want to buy from you unless you know how to speak to them and how to win them over. So it's very important. Little things can mean big things when it comes to a yes or no in sales. So action personality types tend to be big spenders, and they can spend a lot of money with you, but you have to learn how to get them to say yes. That's what bank will teach you. An example, here's a success story of an action entrepreneur. Stephanie is an entrepreneur. She was a voice coach, and she sold voice lessons to her clients. And she was not good in business or sales originally. She was a singer, and she wanted to get good. So she invested her money and bought the bank system. Now she began to study it, she began to use it, and she started to use it every single day. She got so good at bank that she was able to go 30 days in a row without a no. Imagine what your business would look like if you could go 30 days in a row without a no. She generated her best month ever, $50,000 in 1 month by using bank. And of course, she continued to use it every single day since then. So you can experience amazing success when you use bank in your business. Now, the N in bank stands for nurturing. I use the color yellow. This person is very warm and friendly. Think of sunshine, or they're sweet like honey, and they've got a heart of gold. So the nurturing personality type, they're neither inside or outside the box. They're the ones that recycle the box. They care more about making a difference than they do about making a dollar. So when you look at their personality types, they value things like relationships, authenticity, personal growth, significance, teamwork, involvement, community, charity, ethics, harmony, morality, and contribution. These people care about people, not necessarily about profits. So when you meet the nurturing personality type, it's very important that you build a relationship with them and that you don't try to sell them something. You want to build a relationship. And these are amazing people, but they are very important to win as customers because these people give you amazing referrals. Why? Because they have incredible relationships. So it's very important that you learn how to sell to them, because they make their buying decisions not from your information. They make it from their intuition. Their intuition. And if you don't understand how to create that positive environment for them, they won't trust you. They won't do business with you. I want to introduce you to one of our nurturing clients. Her name is Robin. Robin loves people, and she loves helping people financially. She's a financial advisor. Robin was a financial advisor for more than 30 years. She thought she knew everything about sales, but she realized when she learned about the bank system that maybe she could do better. And it was very important that she learned how to communicate with all 4 personality types. Why? Because a lot of her clients are getting older, and as they die, they want to pass their money to the next generation, to their children. Robin knew that she had a relationship with the parents, but she did not have a relationship with the children. So she wanted to learn how to speak to them in the right code. That was going to be very important financially, because the children, she wanted them to keep their money invested with her. Well, when Robin learned the bank system and began applying it with her clients, she had the best month of her entire career in 30 years. She earned over $70,000 in commission in 1 month by using bank with her customers. She was amazed by it, and to this day, Robin loves to tell all of her customers about bank. Now, the 4th and final personality type of the bank system is the K for knowledge. Notice I use the color green. I use green because the knowledge personality type likes information. They like data. They like numbers. And I think of Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Their logo is green. Or in the movie The Matrix, the computer code that falls across the screen is green. Now, the knowledge personality type is neither inside or outside the box. They're not the ones that recycle the box. They're the ones that engineer the box. It is their brilliant mind that came up with the box. So the knowledge personality type has different values than the other three. They value things like learning, intelligence, logic, self-mastery, technology, research and development, science, universal truths, expertise, competence, accuracy, and the big picture. The knowledge personality type can often be very difficult to sell to. Why? Because you cannot close a K. A K has to make the buying decisions themselves, and they close themselves. But they need a lot of information to make their decision. And most of the time, most people don't know how to speak to them correctly for them to say yes instead of no. So if you've experienced that, where someone takes a very long time to make decisions, or they get trapped in analysis paralysis, chances are they're a K. And our system will teach you how to talk to them in a way that gets the yes. So it's very important that you learn what to say and how to say it with each of the four types. And by now you can see that all four types are so different. It would be crazy at this point to deliver the same presentation to all four types. You want to speak to them differently based on their bank codes. Here's a success story of a knowledge personality type client named Brett. Brett is a software salesman, and he works for large B2B companies here in America. He lives in New York City. Brett was very frustrated because he recently lost a client on a big contract he was trying to win. And after he lost the deal, he saw me speak and teach about bank. And he realized, wow, I probably spoke the wrong code to my customer, and I lost a very big contract, a multi-million-dollar contract. And he came to talk to me and he said, do you think that I have a chance to win back the contract? And I said, yes, you do have a chance if you speak the right code to them. So he bought the bank training, went through all of it, and went back to the customer and asked them for a second chance. Only this time he spoke to them in the correct bank code. What do you think happened? The customer changed their mind. They said, actually, yes, we do want to do business with you. And they closed the major contract in less than 90 days. Not only that, it was a bigger contract than he originally thought he was going to get. And his personal income from it was $56,000 on one single sale. That was money he never would have made had he not used the bank system. So bank is incredible with teaching you how to communicate powerfully to your customers to get the yes instead of the no. So now I want to ask you, what's your bank code? Do you think that you are more blueprint, more action, more nurturing, or more knowledge? And I want you to pick one of the four and type it in the chat box. B, A, N, or K. Which one is most like you? B, A, N, or K. Okay. Now, some of you put different codes. What I'm here to say is, what if you were all four of them? What if you're part blueprint, part action, part nurturing, and part knowledge? And the answer is yes, every single person is all four parts of the bank code. Okay. And so is your customer. And what that means is you need to know who you're speaking to in the exact sequence of their bank code. Think of a bank code like a PIN code. If you were to take your debit card and put it into an ATM machine, it would ask you to enter your 4-digit PIN code if you want money to come out. Now, your customer is the exact same way. It's just you need to communicate to them in the exact sequence of their bank code if you want money to come out, if you want the yes to come out. Okay. So it's very important, and you don't want to risk guessing it. For those of you that say, oh, I'm really good at guessing if my client is a blueprint or an action or a nurturing or a knowledge. Okay. Studies show that maybe you have a 22% chance of closing the sale if you know the first part of their code. But the likelihood of you closing the sale if you know the entire bank code, all 4 positions, goes up to 75% when you know the full bank code. And that's very, very powerful. So what you should be asking now is, how many bank codes are there? There are 24 different bank codes. Well, that means that you have a 1 in 24 chance of delivering the right message to your customer. That's roughly a 4% chance. Now, those are not good odds. So when I began developing the bank system, I wanted to learn how I could crack my customer's code and how I could get it right every single time. And so I found a way that I could crack the code for my customer and get it right in less than 90 seconds. And when I learned how to do that in less than 90 seconds, my income skyrocketed. So the first thing that I did was I came up with a very important set of 4 cards. These 4 cards I used with my customers. And I would hand them to them when I met with them face to face. And I'd ask them to sort them in order based on which was most important to least important. Once I did that, they would hand it back to me and they revealed to me their bank code. And then it became so easy. Once I knew their bank code, I knew exactly what to say to them to get a yes instead of a no. So what you have access to with bank is 20 years of my experience, 20 years of research, 20 years of market validation, proving how the bank system can get you a yes instead of a no. And that is why we have customers all over the world. We have customers who are in sales using bank, financial services, real estate, professionals like doctors, attorneys, chiropractors using bank, online marketers, relationship experts, because people can use this for dating, for marriage, for parenting. Also speakers and coaches using bank, education and consultants, leadership positions using bank inside companies, and even major corporations using the bank system. Bank has become so popular, we have clients in more than 100 different countries. And that is why I'm so happy to partner with Mario and Success Factory and all of the leaders, so that you can get access to the bank system no matter where you live. You live in Mexicali, you live in Colombia, you live in Venezuela, you live in Argentina, you live wherever you live. You can get access to this system now because of Success Factory. So Les Brown says bank is a game changer. For every entrepreneur and sales professional, this system will increase your, strengthen your confidence. Why? You get more confident if you know someone's bank code and what to say to that person to get a yes instead of a no. Now there's no fear of rejection because you're speaking to them in their code. This will also expand your selling skills. No matter what your business background is or how many years you've been in sales, bank will make you better. And of course, the net result is dramatically increase your income, because you can make a lot more money when you get more yeses and fewer nos. So that is the power of the bank system. So what I'd like to do now is, for those of you that say, hey, I want to learn the bank system, type bank into the chat box. Type the word bank into the chat box if you would like to use the bank system to create more results. If you'd like to use the bank system to get more yeses, if you would like to use the bank system to make more money, if you would like to use the bank system to have better relationships, type bank into the chat box. Okay, thank you. So many of you type bank. Great. So let me share with you what we can do for you. Our company partnered with Success Factory to bring to you 2 very powerful products to help you get better at bank. The first is called Bank Connect. The second product is called Bank Beyond. And I'm going to show you how they work. Okay, I'm gonna explain what it is, and then I will actually demonstrate how it works. Bank Connect has two technologies that you have access to. The first is called Bank Pass, which is a digital way of cracking someone's code online with these cards. The second is Codebreaker AI technology, which is our artificial intelligence. And I want to show you how they work. First, let's talk about Bank Pass. Bank Pass is the digital version of cracking codes. How it works is it's designed to help you generate more leads for your business and to help you understand the bank code of your customers. All you simply do is you subscribe to Bank Pass and you send your customer a link. You ask them to crack their code. Look at the screen right here. This is on a website. You'll see 4 cards, okay? And so this is an example. And Mario and team, you can post your link if you want to sample it. And I'm going to show you how this works, okay? You send them to the website and they can click on that link to crack their code. They're going to take these images and they're going to sort them in order. Now, when they do that, our system's going to send out 2 reports. The first report goes to the customer who just cracked their code. They did it for free, and they get a report all about themselves for free. The report is valued at 99 euros, and they get to do it for free because they used your link. Now, that's very valuable for them because the report gives them a lot of valuable information about themselves and how they can continue to improve and communicate more powerfully with their friends and family. But we send out a second report, and the report that we send out goes to you. When you are a paid subscriber paying for Bank Connect, you will get a report on every single one of your customers. And that report is going to show you exactly what to say to them to get a yes instead of a no. Now this becomes very powerful because every conversation you have to grow your business can be based in their bank code to get a yes instead of a no. Every single time you crack their code, and by the way, all of our reports are translated for you in Spanish. So we have them in 4 languages: Arabic, English, Russian, and Spanish. And now you can get those reports, all 24 of those reports, in Spanish, okay? On top of it, all of the information comes into our online Bank Pass dashboard. And that means that you can crack the codes of everyone you know, and that data will come online into your online pass dashboard, where you can now see all of the bank codes of your customers, and you can begin communicating with them differently. I'm going to show you a demonstration of how this works in just a minute. The other tool that you get with this subscription is called Codebreaker AI. This is the world's first artificial intelligence powered by bank. And this is very powerful. Using our artificial intelligence, you can actually use any written copy, any words, any content from your website, from social media, from an email, from a text message, and you paste it into the artificial intelligence. You click a button and it will tell you what their bank code is. It's so powerful because now in one single click, you know what their bank code is. And I will also show you how this works. This is called Codebreaker AI, and you can use it for any messages if you want to know the bank code of the message. Now, Forbes did an article on our company, and they said Codebreaker AI and the bank system is the future of sales. Again, this is the world's first artificial intelligence powered by bank, and you get access to it through Success Factory. So that's a very powerful product. And the investment is simply 59 euros per month for unlimited use. So for 59 euros a month, or basically 2 euros a day, you can generate unlimited leads using the Bank Pass online. And you can use unlimited artificial intelligence to understand the bank code of every single person in just a few seconds, okay? I want you to type the word yes in the chat box if it's worth 2 euros a day for you to have access to the bank codes of every single person, generating unlimited leads, and knowing exactly what to say to get a yes instead of a no. How many sales would you have to make for your company to earn 59 euros to pay for your program? Most people only have to sell one or two products to earn this money. And at this point, you have the whole system paid for, okay? So I wanna show you how this works. First, let me introduce you to the second product, and then I'll do a demonstration. The second product is called Bank Beyond. It includes everything in Bank Connect, the Bank Pass, and the Codebreaker AI. But on top of it, you get access to all of our online training that's locked inside the Bank Vault. So if you want to unlock the Bank Vault, you would purchase this subscription. Inside the Bank Vault is our training courses. More than 50 hours of training content available for you on a number of different topics related to bank, sales, networking, and building your business, whatever your business is. How to earn 6 figures of income or more. In addition, we've got network marketing training if you're involved in network marketing. All of this is inside the Bank Vault. So you have access to many different courses, marketing materials, workbooks, audio files, and things to help you get better, okay? This entire online system is valued at 10,000 euros if you were to buy these courses separately. But the great news is that Success Factory offers access to this for simply 99 euros a month. 99 euros includes the Bank Pass, it includes Codebreaker AI, and it includes access to the Bank Vault. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment, and I'm going to share with you a demo on how this works. So let me share my screen, and I will show you how the tools work. Okay, first I'm going to take you to our website and show you, sorry, one second here. I'm going to show you how to crack someone's code online. So when you subscribe to at least the Bank Connect product, you're going to get your own private link where you can send someone to this website, crackmycode.com. Okay. Now you can click on Spanish. We've translated the entire website into Spanish, which means you can send this to anybody who speaks Spanish or any of these languages. When they're ready, they can crack their code. And now they're going to be given the opportunity to look at these 4 images right here, the 4 bank cards. Now the bank cards are in many different languages, okay, but I have them in Spanish for this example. So my bank code, if I was showing you my bank code is action first. I just drag the action red card to the front. The next one is the yellow card for nurturing. That's my second one. The third one for me is the green card for knowledge. And my 4th position of my bank code is the blue card for blueprint. Now, once I do that, and I can do this on my desktop computer or my mobile device on my phone by just dragging and dropping them with my finger. Then I simply fill out the information right here on the online form. When I do and click submit, the person who does this exercise gets a free report, and you get a report on exactly what to say. And I want to show you how that report looks. So let me stop sharing my screen, and I'm going to share what the report looks like. Let's say that you just cracked my code. You get a report that's the sales report. And inside that report, you want to learn, what do you say to Cheri Tree to get a yes instead of a no? Let's say it's very important. Mario is doing an event in Cancun. He wants Cheri to come. Mario, you have to talk my code to get me to say yes. Okay. So this report is going to describe what my bank code is. What does the meaning of each of the positions of my bank code, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. Then it's going to give you sales tips on those 4 types. And it's going to give you my likes and dislikes so that you know how to get me to say yes or no. It's also going to reveal my behaviors and what we call the triggers and tripwires. Okay. A trigger is what gets you a yes. A tripwire is what would get you a no, so that you know what to avoid. And all of that is inside of this report, including the top formulas of how to communicate to me in my code. So if you want to know, what do I say to Cheri? You would follow these formulas and you would create your message so that I want to say yes to you. And once you learn how to do this, getting a yes is very, very easy. Okay. So I want you to type into the chat box, type the word yes if you would like to get a report for every single customer from this point forward, so that you know what to say to them to get a yes. Okay, type yes into the chat box. And this makes selling so much more fun. Business is so fun when you can get a yes instead of a no, right? You get paid, your customer is happy, you're happy. This is a great win-win. Okay, thank you. Now, I want to show you also how the AI works. So I will share my screen with you again, and I'm going to show you how the AI works. So the AI, when you subscribe, you're going to get a login membership through SuccessFactory to our bank products. And you can come here and click on the AI. When you come here to the AI, here you can paste any information that you want. So for example, if I want to put any information, let's say that I'm looking at real estate. If I'm a real estate agent and I'm using the AI, I can come to a website about real estate, looking at homes. Maybe I'm the realtor and I want to write the information about selling this home, and I want to do it in all 4 codes. I can write this message. Okay, so I copy it. I go to my AI. If I want to see what the bank code is, I paste it and I simply click decode. This shows me that the bank code of that piece of information is KNAB. And this right here will show me a graph down below of the code that the real estate was written in. I can do this on your website. I can do this in an email or any information. And the AI will also show you, here's the top behaviors of this prospect. Here's the sales tips, the triggers that get a yes, the tripwires that get a no, and the formula of how I should communicate to be more influential. Okay, I can watch a video, I can look at the sales tips and all of that. I can also respond in code. So if I want to write this person a message, if I write to them in the wrong code, and let's say I do an example of I love you, just for short example, if I click decode, it will say, oh, wrong match, try another reply. I wrote nurturing, this person is knowledge first. So I would need to start over. Okay. So if I go back and I want to try again, I might say, I want to look at the statistics for the sales in your area. If I click decode, it says, okay, this is still not the right message. Go back again. So now let's do this one more time. I have reviewed the data and have the information for you. If I click decode, okay, so the point is, once I write the message in the right code, it'll tell me, okay, this is great. You can communicate with this person effectively. Okay. And that now becomes very powerful because I can communicate appropriately in the right code. So Codebreaker AI with BankPass allows me to understand the bank code of every single person. I just have to paste it into the AI and it will tell me exactly what their bank code is and how to communicate effectively with them. Okay. Now, let me do the last part here. I will share my screen one last time. Okay, so I'm at the end of the presentation, and it's a very simple decision at this point. The question is, should you invest your money into the bank training with Success Factory? It's a very simple decision. If your ROI, or your return on your investment, is greater than the cost of the training, the answer is yes every single time. This is, you can take it to the bank. Okay, and what that means is you need to make more money than what the program costs. And this should be very easy, okay? Because getting a yes puts more money in your pocket faster. Most people only have to close 1 or 2 sales to have the entire system paid for. So at this point, there's 3 different options for you. Option 1 is you can purchase the Bank Connect program for 59 euros per month. It's month to month with no long-term contract, okay? But you will get a lot of value from this every single month. You can also purchase it for an entire year if you want to show your commitment and get more results. Bank Beyond is 99 euros a month. It includes everything in the Bank Connect package, plus access to all of our online training courses. Now, what I want you to know is the online training courses are only in English right now. So if you speak English, that will be very valuable to you. If you don't, they are not yet translated inside the Bank Vault. However, the Bank Connect product is translated in Spanish, okay? Option number 1 is also 99 euros, and this is a special that Success Factory is doing right now, where if you buy the Bank Beyond product, they will give you the Forex product for free. Forex Insiders is learning how to trade Forex. So if you're looking for an investment opportunity in Forex and you want to learn how to make more money online, if you purchase that product, you get the Forex product for free. All right. So that's also 99 euros. It's an amazing special. Lastly, is if you're interested in becoming an affiliate and you'd actually like to sell the bank training and make money, if you want a chance to earn an extra 500 euros in a month, or maybe even 1,000 or 2,000 euros in a month, some of you can earn a lot more. Success Factory has the opportunity to join their network, become an affiliate, where you can start getting paid on every single person you refer. If you buy the bank product and you sell it to 4 other people, you get your product for free. That is a promotion that they are doing. So it costs 25 euros to join the network. And when you do, you get a copy of my book included. You're going to get the digital version of Why They Buy for free, included in your starter kit. Okay, so this is a way, if you want to read the book, you can get that included with your starter kit and you become an affiliate with Success Factory. Now, I'm very excited to be partnered with Success Factory. The key here now is to make the decision to invest in this training for you, for your family, for your business, by learning how to get more yeses every single time. It's in your moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. So for those of you that say, I'm ready and I want to take it to the bank, I want you in the chat box, I want you to put a number, okay? Put a number, and I'll actually show you. Let me go back real quick right here. I want you to type a number in the chat box based on which program you want to choose to invest in for you and your family. Type number 3 if you want the Bank Connect for 59 euros. Type number 2 if you want Bank Beyond for 99 euros, or type number 1 if you want everything, Bank Beyond, Bank Connect, and Forex for 99 euros. Type that into the chat box. Type number 3, number 2, or if you're number 1, type that into the chat box. Okay, perfect. So as I stop sharing my screen, and many of you say that you're number 1, numero uno, congratulations for you. Success Factory, the leaders will let you know how to purchase the product, where to go on the website, so that you can make your investment. Some of you may have already owned it and use it. It's a very powerful program. Mario, I want to say thank you for inviting me to come share with your team, and I will turn it back over to you.
Hi, super, super. Thank you very much, Cheri, for the information you shared today. You share information that elevates or save context. Thank you, thank you. Familia, como parte número uno es encontrar
Finally,
tu
as
código. ¿Cuál es tu código?
part
Find
number
your
one
code.
is find your code.
Encuentra tu código. La información que nos comparte el día de hoy,
The
Cheri,
information that Cheri is sharing with us
es para elevar nuestras ventas,
is
nuestros
to
negocios
elevate
a un
our
300%.
sales and our business.
Ahora, imagina cuánta gente hay afuera
Just imagine how many
que
people
se
out there.
dedica a vender seguros, que se dedica
That is
a vender
the
automóviles, que
insurance
se dedica a bienes
business or selling cars,
y están en búsqueda, por supuesto,
and
de elevar
they're in the
sus
search
ventas
to
a 300%.
elevate their sales up to 300%.
Lo más importante en este momento es encuentra tu código personal.
The most important is to decode your personal code, to decode that,
Y comparte tu link de referencia para descifrar el
and,
código de tus
and
prospectos.
then share your link as a reference so that you can address all the right people.
Y obviamente compartir esa información con las diferentes personas que tengas alrededor.
And obviously to be able to share all this information with everyone around you.
Muchas gracias, Cheri. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Gracias, familia, y a toda la gente de Latinoamérica que se conectó y de diferentes partes del mundo. Aprovechemos este producto y aprovechemos verdaderamente lo que tenemos dentro del Success Factory.
Let's take advantage of all this information now and the information that the team is sharing with us.